Hey there guys, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie review is going to be of Meet the Robinsons. So Meet the Robinsons follows an orphan boy named Lewis as he wishes to go back in time to see his birth mom, but his son from the future named Wilbur takes him to the future and some time shenanigans insert, more or less. So I completely forgot who this was directed by, and I remember, and the reason why I'm pointing that out is because I remember pausing the movie the day before when I was watching this. I paused the movie to try and remember the name of the director, and I totally completely forgot, so I totally apologize, but I will say that it is still a great movie. It still holds up, and I remember watching this many times growing up, and I really liking it a lot, so it's great that it's still a pretty solid movie in my opinion. Lewis is very likable, his future son, Wilbur, is very likable, their dynamic is great. Both them and a lot of the kid characters and young actors in this film act like how almost natural and act like how kids would act their age a little bit, more or less, but still, they at least feel natural, which is great. But I think my favorite thing is the family. I love the family we meet. It's so great, and it's that and the humor I think is the best things about this film to me, in my opinion. But that family though, because you, like, not only they're so interesting, they're so weird, they're so unique, they stand out. There's just something about them. They have such great charm and such great love and humor within their characters, and I think that helps with some like standout performances like Nicole Sullivan and Adam West, and Tom Selleck is future Lewis, which I think that's the best, honestly, and that's my favorite thing because it's also my favorite running joke. Not really a running joke, but it's my favorite joke in the movie.
Lucille is married to Bud and your dad Cornelius is their son. What does Cornelius look like?
Tom Selleck.
Okay, Cornelius is married to Fanny.
It's between Tom Selleck and Adam West that are my favorite out of the family. Because, come on, it's Tom Selleck, number one. And two, you have Adam West playing as a superhero pizza delivery guy. I would want Adam West to be a superhero pizza delivery guy. Come on. I love the future. I love how it looks. It's very lively, very bright, very colorful, very energetic, feels like something like imaginative, and it feels also very contemporary. And there's something about it's either the past or the future that feels very contemporary. Something about one of each time period, whether it's the past / present, that feels contemporary, like that old time feel of what we used to think the future would look like flying cars, these weird looking buildings, and jetpacks, and robots, and technology like that. And that in the future in this movie kind of has that aesthetic, and I always kind of like that. I always think that's always cute. I think that's always creative. I do like that joke with the Today Land. I know that's like a really like obvious wink wink nudge nudge sort of joke, but I think that's kind of funny. I think it's kind of cute. I really like our villain. There's something about him that's very funny but pathetic, but also kind of like you feel bad for him, both in that like pathetic way, but also like he's kind of just a dope a little. He kind of reminds me a little bit of like Dr. Draken, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, that type of energy, a little bit of like Dr. Robotnik, and which ironically enough, I don't know what was the intention of this character, but this villain gives me very much Jim Carrey vibes. Like, this seems like a character Jim Carrey would have voiced or played. I don't know if that was the design or the concept behind him, that, oh, let's make him tall like Jim Carrey, make him very, like, weird but funny, but kind of like a sinister presence to him, kind of like what Carrey would deliver, or the way the delivery of his lines are. Just somehow this seems like this was written for Carrey. I don't know why, which is that, I think it's kind of funny, even if that was intentional or unintentional. That's just something that I thought that was really interesting to me. So I really just dig this movie. It's just a really cute movie, and I know some people won't like the just multiple keep moving forward message, and I think we've probably heard that quite a bit. Not only do you hear that multiple times in this movie, and you hear that in every other like maybe utopian, positive, futuristic like thing about, hey, don't worry about the past, it's about the future, and focus on the present, and those types of morals. I think it's charming in a film like this. The only thing I could really say that might be a small gripe for me is that if I really wanted to pick out something, I'd maybe say the liar reveals kind of like scene or liar reveal story, because I think we've been through those quite a bit, and not just Disney films but just films in general. Like, you have a moment where Wolver was saying that he was going to bring Lewis back to see his mom. He says he doesn't, and then there's a whole liar thing, and I know it progresses the story, but if I really wanted to nitpick it, that would be the only thing I can think of. But other than that, I just have a good time, and I really enjoy this movie, and I think it just seems like this is almost like not a love letter, but I love the little message at the end that they have a little quote from Walt Disney. I don't know. I just think this is just a nice movie. So I'm going to give Meet the Robinsons, I'm going to give it just a solid A. So Meet the Robinsons, have you guys seen it? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to us videos every day, every week. Make sure you ring that bell, the new videos every day, every week. Share the video with your family and friends, all that good stuff and more. Leave any suggestions in the comments as well. You name it, I'll look into it as best as possible. Look out for all sorts of stuff I'm going to have scheduled for the month of April and a few other things in between. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time.